Namaskar, I am Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. In a shocking development, the radical Islamist group Jamaat-e-Islami Bangladesh, recently unbanned under the interim regime of Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, is making headlines again. This time it involves its outreach to international players. The group's leader, Dr. Shafiqur Rahman, recently met with Chinese Ambassador Yao Wen with signals of a potentially dangerous alliance that could threaten not just India but the entire South Asia region. The group, which was banned during Sheikh Hasina's tenure, is infamous for its history of extremist activities as it played a notorious role during Bangladesh's liberation war in 1971. Supporting Pakistan's military by forming reserve forces like Al-Badr and Razakars that carried out genocidal atrocities against Hindus and Bengali-speaking Muslims. After its ban, Jamaat remained underground, but with its political shift in Bangladesh under Yunus, it has resurfaced with alarming ambitions. What adds another layer of concern is Jamaat's connection to the Muslim Brotherhood, an international Islamist organization with a long record of funding radical ideologies. Intelligence sources reveal that the Muslim Brotherhood not only provides financial backing to Jamaat, but also shares its vision of implementing Sharia law and establishing a global Islamic state. This funding enables Jamaat to expand its influence in Bangladesh and potentially across South Asia, posing a direct threat to regional stability. And now China's involvement through its meeting with Jamaat raises serious geopolitical concerns. China, known for its anti-India stance and strategic ambitions in South Asia, appears to be forging alliances with groups like Jamaat to extend its influence. While the official reason cited for the meeting was repatriation of Rohingya refugees, experts believe there's more to this engagement. By supporting Jamaat, China could use Bangladesh as a pawn to counterbalance India's influence in the region. For India, the resurgence of Jamaat and its engagement with China is a double-edged sword. On one hand, Jamaat's history of instigating violence against Hindus could lead to an escalation of attacks on minorities in Bangladesh, and on the other, China's potential involvement with such an organization could exacerbate tensions along India's eastern borders. The Muslim Brotherhood's funding of Jamaat also indicates the group's broader aspirations to destabilize secular democracies, including India. Jamaat's links to other international extremist groups like Hamas and its influence in Europe and the United States highlights its far-reaching ambitions. Reports suggest that Jamaat uses charitable organizations as fronts to funnel money into terror activities. For instance, it has been accused of transferring funds to Hamas and provoking global Islamic solidarity against India over issues like Kashmir. New Delhi has long been vocal about the need to curb radical Islamist activities in South Asia. With Jamaat regaining prominence and its connections to powerful allies like the Muslim Brotherhood and China, India must remain vigilant. The growing radicalization in Bangladesh could spill over into Indian territories, exacerbating communal tensions and potentially providing a foothold for groups like Hizbul Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Taiba to collaborate with the Jamaat. Since the past few years, China's involvement has increased in Bangladesh, including trade, development projects, and providing financial support. Beijing is Dhaka's biggest military equipment supplier, and in 2021, it was one of the largest trade partners, replacing India. Moreover, the total debt to Bangladesh is around $6 billion, which has stuck it into Chinese debt trap. And now, the meeting between Jamaat-e-Islami and the Chinese envoy should serve as a wake-up call for South Asia and the global community. This partnership signifies not just a regional issue, but a broader threat to global peace. If left unchecked, these alliances could lead to further instability, targeting minorities and undermining the sovereignty of democratic nations. It is imperative for global powers, including India, to address these growing threats. Diplomatic pressure must be applied to curb China's support for extremist elements, and Bangladesh's interim government must be held accountable for lifting Jamaat's ban. Protecting minorities, ensuring regional stability, countering extremism must remain top priorities for the international community. Jai Hind.